Hello and welcome back. I've been in and out of hospital for the last probably 10 years or so, and what I can tell you is if you ever have an appointment, this is what you need. You need battery pack, bring your charger, bring a beanie. So in my experience, scans in general rarely ever go according to plan in terms of schedule. I'd always recommend that you plan for your schedule to be late. And if you ever have to fast for it, this is why you bring the food, because you shouldn't have to fast for that long. And with most of the radiologists that I've spoken to, depending on the scan, most of it is just because they don't want you to vomit. They don't want you to vomit a lot of food. And this makes the cleanup a lot easier. So that's why they recommend you to fast. Personally, for my defense, is I've done all these scans a lot and I don't have any allergic reactions, and it's not worth me being hungry for that long. So this is why I don't fast for any of these. All those dyes, all those dyes or colorings or whatever they put into you to make you light up like a Christmas tree, I don't bother fasting anymore. This is why I'm bringing my food. If I get hungry, if I get thirsty, I'm gonna drink it. And in my defense, I've never had a reaction. I've never had any issues with taking these dyes. Some of these make you want to pee. Some of these make your insides burn up inside. It's just a temporary feeling, so I'm fine with them. Alright, so story time. Why am I having all these scans and all these medical issues? I was born with a big heart. You can say a big heart. Yeah, I was born with a big heart and a faulty valve. It's an easy way to say it. My heart is like a balloon. If you can imagine blowing up a balloon, a really big, oversized balloon, and then deflating that balloon, that's what my heart looks like. It's super big and saggy and loose. So the muscles aren't tight on that balloon. That's all I know. I don't bother trying to know everything about my condition in terms of what it is. It just sucks, and I don't bother trying to keep track of it. I know it's got to do something with hypertension, arrhythmic, what's that? Reflux. I think it's something perpetation reflux or something. But I don't keep track of these things. So I tell people all the time that life is super short, and people just, most of the time probably people are just thinking that I'm being philosophical or whatnot, but life is short because based on the people I know in my extended friends group and whatnot, from accidents, they're dying from cancers, so terminal illnesses, and they're probably younger than me. And another thing to add is, but there's no point of being too safe either. It makes no difference, because you have to live. And like I said, you have to take risks, you have to be willing to, I think that's what makes life exciting, right? Taking these risks or taking the chance, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, that's kind of part of the game, right? At the same time, I understand everyone wants to live as long as possible. But like I was saying before, that's not your choice to make. It's not your choice to make. It's not your choice to decide it's time to go. And the people that ever do get to choose when it's time to go, they're the lucky ones. At the same time, they're the unlucky ones. People who know me personally will know that I avoid death. I avoid death as much as possible. Being surrounded by death, or going to funerals, or doing anything like that, because I just think it's the whole funeral aspect is for us. It's for us to deal with. It's for us to deal with things. I think it's just a money grab, personally. Like the coffins, the services, everything like that. I get it, but it's business. It's still a business. So that's what I think of it, and I just avoid it. And I tell my kids that death is normal, and everyone's going to die one day. And I'm trying to wrap their head around the fact that the body's still here, but they've actually gone. They're gone somewhere. And I don't know what happens in the afterlife, so I can't tell you what actually happens, but it gives them some sort of understanding of what it is. And probably, maybe there is after this, maybe there is a better place. Maybe it's a worse place. Maybe it's you wake up in the Matrix, or maybe you wake up, or you reset and start again, or I don't know. I don't think anyone knows. So that's why it's such a big question. Melbourne traffic. Anyone know if this still works? It's been a while. So when you're in the waiting room, always make sure you sit somewhere next to a power point. And if you get a table, that's a bonus. So currently sitting in the waiting bay, waiting area, to see when you go in. So get comfortable, because more than likely I'm going to be late. So my appointment was at 8 o'clock. So it's currently 8:16, and we'll see what time I go in. I'm gonna eat. Not bad at all.
As quick as half an hour, it could be more like 45 to an hour. It kind of depends how we're going.
Yep.
More repetitive.
Yeah, that's fine.
And over a longer time.
Okay, that's fine.
It's very noisy, so you'll have protection in your ears. You'll have an emergency buzzer in your hand. If you want to stop the scan or you need my attention...
To do with that, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. I'll ask you all the stuff then that you probably do. Have you ever had surgery in your head?
No.
No? Have you ever had surgery in your eyes?
No.
Tablet that's a camera, takes pictures. Have you ever had one of those?
No.
Have you had a colonoscopy in the last 2 months?
No.
Do you have a lap band?
No. I don't know what that is, but...
Oh, it's a weight loss device. People have implanted in them.
No.
Do you have a...
Alright, so... Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Check it out. We're like a cake. First one? No. It's good that it's done. No more MRIs for today, but they couldn't get any clear pictures, which means that that's not good. And on top of that, with all the coils and all the stuff that I have inside me, that was actually affecting the MRIs, so I couldn't take the photos. So I don't know what they're gonna do. No idea what they're gonna do. So yeah. All I know is I have to go through surgery again one day. So they need to be able to see what's wrong with my heart. I'm looking for my car, They need to see what's wrong with my heart. And I have no idea where my car is. Hold up.
Grocery deals from Coles online. Head to Ding Dong Deals on the Unit Rates app. Ends August 10 fees. T's and C's apply. The Kiss Cast are mostly clear and sunny one today, a top of 17 degrees on the menu. First with Kiss traffic and weather together.
Introducing the pre-gym banana. Not to be confused with the post-gym banana, the swan dive banana, and the skydive banana. And that's just the...
Alright. Look who is back. We've got the car back. Henry was saying that this pulley has some play, so what we'll do is we'll remove that and also remove the power steering because it's leaking from the bottom hose. That's why I've got a lot of air in the system. So I'll clean up all this and we'll start ticking off things off the car. So like I was saying about cleaning up and shaving everything in the bay, this is the only bolt mark I had so to mount the power steering overflow bottle. So I have to find somewhere where I can drill a new hole or make a bracket from the engine mount going across so I can mount it. These are the headaches I deal with. And on top of that, one of my shifter linkage that Henry was talking about was, he was saying it's stiff. This one's stiff. So, oh shit. So Henry was saying that one of my shifter linkage is stiff. So I'm gonna have to take this pin out. Use this piece of stainless steel as a piece of stainless steel to hold that in place. Remove the cables and let's see where the issue is. Still pretty stiff. In comparison to this. So this, this feels better. It's meant to, so I think it's the cable. So I have to follow the cable back and see, is it kinked somewhere? I was just thinking about it. Another reason why I hate doing things again is because there's a very high likelihood that this small job becomes a big job because a bolt gets stripped. I'm calling it first. I haven't started yet, but I'm calling it first. So let's see. So there's 3 bolts that have to come out. So I've got the top one, which is there, the bottom one, and then I think there's a 3rd one somewhere back there. So I'm gonna probably have to lift the engine up, keep the engine held up while I remove the mount to get to it. I'm thinking, because I don't really have tools to go back there. I can use a small ratchet there. I can use a small ratchet that goes in there. So I'll give that a try. So I have to take off the mount. I use the jack to hold up the motor, and we have to get to this bolt that's back all the way back there. So let's just stop recording. Okay guys, don't try to pry it off. There's a bolt here. I didn't know that, but I got it wiggling, so I think it's broken now. Alright, it's off. Got it off. Also got this guy. Some thread, which is never good. There you go. See what I mean? So I've adjusted everything that I had to up here. Did some cleaning here. The couldn't do much because the hoses are already routed the way they are, but I have tied it up a little bit. Pulled this away from that using a custom made bracket, and then I've moved the overflow bottle from here to here. So and I've clamped the area a little bit further down the line, and hopefully I don't see any more leaks under pressure. So I'll have a look at that. And I've replaced the pulley, but it still moves, but it doesn't make that noise. So hopefully I fix that. And if I have any doubts, then go back to Henry, I guess. Alright, let's get my full start off. One less nut on my Type R. Right. So we have some play in this. Alright, let me have a look. There we go. I had to get addressed. It was my battery clamps. Maybe, yeah, I'm not too sure. I'll figure that out tonight. Alright. Can we get some noises happening from this car? Let me drop it down and see if we've reduced some of the noise. Certain noise that we're after, and Henry says it happens upon deceleration, so we're gonna try to see if that noise is still there. I'm not too sure. Enjoy this ride, but try. Let's just see once. I think that noise hear anything. Let me get up the driveway. Stalled. I need 2 hands. So we made it back home. I don't know what that noise is. Clunking. Why would it clunk when I let go of the accelerator? Could be maybe drive shaft isn't in all the way. Or it could be something inside the box. But I don't know. And the accelerators, for me, it's a little bit twitchy. On off. Maybe I have to adjust my TPS. Or maybe the TPS has to be adjusted. Minor issues. But we'll get there.